at all. Nothing apparent, anyway.
What would you give to Cheetah if you were to make any changes?
Firestorm.
I don't know. I don't play her at like that level of meta to know those sorts of things. What I've heard like Ponkster and things like that talk about.
Yeah.
So she's got gaps, but they've started to exploit that gap. It's kind of like the consensus that her command grab game is like a little bun. Like having an overhead and a hide, having to like guess stuff like that. So people have really started pressuring with pounce stuff, like canceling into her little leap stance, backdashing out of it, or just leaping across the stage to get out of there, or meter burning it for the command grab. That does a pretty fair amount of damage if she's got trade up.
Starfire.
Did they make any changes to Starfire? They didn't. I don't think they touched her at all, did they?
I don't think so. I haven't noticed anything. I haven't spent a whole lot of time into this. Checked for, like last time Sub-Zero got a buff, it was that he connected, you know, Frostball from his down one, and they changed his hitbox a little bit. I'm not even sure I would have, or on the hitbox up jump 2 a little bit. I'm not sure I would have even been looking for either of those things. Patch notes told me. Like, oh, I mean, I'm sure at some point I've been like, that felt a little easier to connect. But
okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So I can show off the Firestorm one. I mean, it's just they basically only changed one thing on him. Like they changed, well, 2 big things actually. Like the Molten Trap not having as much hit advantage.
The meter burn's got a way bigger gap in it now too.
You got to be really tight with the meter burn. The Atomic Burst -1 now, which isn't a huge deal, but now there's like no real reason to waste meter on like down 1 into that on block anymore, because the regular one's only plus or a -4 anyways. So it'd be like trying to catch somebody with a poke afterwards, basically.
Right.
And like the enhanced Molten Trap, what I've noticed is it's kind of tight now trying to get the trade out and then into the mix-up. Like, it's still possible, but it's like... Oh, I gotta turn my trade on. But it's like, you gotta be, like, on there.
He was reading that he can't, like, pop his shield, and, you know, he doesn't have a million years to do everything. Charge his trait, pop his shield,
yeah,
to do whatever. Like, you kind of have to commit, but...
And if you do, like, full screen... See, I don't even have time to dash at you to do that. But, having said that, if I hit you with this one, I only need to dash once, then back 3. So, he still got his extended back 3, which is good. I don't know if it's just me, I'll have to go back and watch some old footage, but it seems like there's a bit of a, maybe a small damage nerf on his Starfish. Because I remember like his B&B doing more damage than that, but I thought it was in like the 400s, but maybe, I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and watch it again. I just know that that was his most optimal. Maybe it was off the 2-2 that I was thinking of. Even that's
89.
389. Still seems a little low, but what do I know? I'd have to go back and look at it. I could just be thinking of a 2-bar one with the Molten Trap too.
Well, and it used to be to get out of like the meter burn Molten Trap, like as Starfire. What I would normally do is try to do air trade or something like that. I mean, that was something like that because you had to neutral jumps come out faster than a jump forward or jump back.
Right.
That was like kind of your only option. But now you can jump forward at it. Like if you
really?
hit me with the close one, so you're mixing and you go for the low, right? Oh, I didn't even.
Ooh, okay. That's kind of a nerf. Well, that's a full-on punish, I think. Or just some shenanigans. Damn, man. Okay. That's
so you need to be mindful of that. A lot of people can, from the close one, so that's gonna... What other low options do you have, I guess? Because I know that was kind of a... Zadig.
1-1-3.
4.
2-2-3. Or down 3.
Can
That's it.
Can't get like a full combo off of, can you?
No, the only one that... Well, I mean, in trade, I can get it off the 1-1-3. But that's only in trade.
Right. So you feel like the changes were reasonable?
Yeah, I like them, actually. I think that it really kind of rewards your execution a little bit better, because now you really have to be on point with the Molten Trap. See, like right there, that was still pretty quick, and it still dropped out of it, so... one thing I do want to see, hold on here, let me just test this out. So, it seems to do the same amount of damage over time on that, except it's just a lot faster that it happens. Like, it used to be like tick, 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 tick.
Oh.
And now it's just... So it does the same amount of damage over time, you just don't have that hit advantage, so it's a lot faster.
Okay.
I think his damage over time, from what I read, from what you sent me from Gun Show, it hasn't really changed. No, that's still the same.
Yeah, the unclashable.
So it'll really just be like... Just the change, you can't just throw that out anymore, and if you can, you just end your pressure, which is not
Yeah,
really a
I
big
mean,
deal.
-1 isn't bad, and it's got a little pushback. Ding. I can still hit it down.
You can still catch it with a down one.
It puts you out of throw range.
Yeah, so that's nice. You don't have to worry about a throw.
Right.
So I think he'll still be powerful, but he's not as brain dead as he was before. It's just the vortex is still the issue, but.
That hashtag on Twitter earlier, burn the bandwagon.
Burn the bandwagon, man.
Sounds personal. It's like when you like this band and they're kind of underground and you're not an elitist asshole or anything. You just like the intimacy of like a smaller show and 50 people. The next thing you know, everybody likes them. Can't even like get a ticket, or tickets are $45 now, and it's really annoying because there's like 1,000 people there. Like,
Exactly, man. Everyone counterpicks you with their pocket firestorms and friggin' ranked matches.
He was about to be in IPS Season 2 what Deadshot was in IPS Season. I think that they were aware of that and wanted to protect it and give people enough time to adjust, you know, before Combo Breaker.
Definitely, I agree. But I'm just curious if these changes are enough to keep people off of him. I guess that's what we'll see. Because the Vortex is still there. He hasn't lost the Vortex at all. It's still alive and well. And cheap as fluff.
Right.
And, yeah, then he's got all of his unclashable stuff that he can do.
I mean, I think that you just can't be as reckless with Molten Trap.
Yeah.
You have to be... You don't have the luxury of, you know, making minute rice during your meter burn Molten Trap.
That's exactly it. Like, especially the whole jumping at you thing. Because if I do it from there, and, like, if you block it or something, then you can just jump at me, and it kind of ruins, like, my neutral game, right?
Oops. That was bad. Don't judge me.
You're judged. So I don't know. I think I'm excited for these changes. I'm excited to see what they'll do. I wanted to take a look at Captain Cold and Deadshot. I heard Deadshot's kind of back. Did you want to switch to the bring some characters up? I think
Sure. Yeah.
Those are the other two that I saw all over Twitter today.
I mean, yeah, Dr. Fate had like one minor change that we know of so far. Bane had that one minor change that we know. Well, apparently they sounds like it's really good. Like its back 3 is at -5 anymore. It's -1. But all the chatter I've heard about that doesn't seem significant to me. But I'm not a Bane player either, and I'm not intimate with a lot of his matchups.
Right.
Like how he plays and stuff. So I don't know what that is. Where is he? I don't even know where he is on the roster. I haven't seen him in so long.
No, I think it maybe used him like once ever. Oh, my Captain Cold's level 2 though. Oh, we don't have to.
Oh, that's sweet.
Fighters approaching
yeah.
Gorilla City.
Character loyalist.
You know it to the end.
So I don't know how to play Deadshot. I know about what we're talking about. What it sounds like with Deadshot, if you want to start with Deadshot, is that... So the last patch, this was nerfed, right? It doesn't build as much meter. Recovery is total ass. It comes out real slow. But now when he has trait, it's back to how it used to.
Oh,
I can't even tell. Does that look fast?
Looks pretty fast. I don't
Somewhere
know
out there right now, Insomniac hear him here, but so that was a change that I'm aware of, and that's really the only one that I am aware of.
That's interesting. That's only while his trade out. Did they nerf his trade as far as like how long it's gone?
I don't think so.
Looks
I don't
like
know.
It's gone for a while, but I haven't played a Deadshot in so long.
Since they just dropped the patch on us, I was trying to watch some old match footage of like, well, let's see what Dr. Fate's orb used to be or whatever. Like, because there was all sorts of varying reports, and then I tried to do the same thing with Deadshot, and I just can't find any footage of him before this patch. I mean, there's some stuff out there. I didn't look super hard, but it was a struggle. There was lots of other stuff to like read up on.
So for Captain Cold, they did something with his trait. Was it like, does it charge faster now?
I think it does. Yeah.
It looks like it charges super fast. Like
yeah. So if you hit me, if you mix me with like the low freezer, right, the low puddle, and then just use that time. Look how much trait you can get before I even that ice.
like, yeah, I can almost get a full bar without you coming out of it.
Beautiful back three.
And there's one.
So yeah,
one of his.
And then his
things
back.
This one back 2, 3, 2.
Yeah, +4. Back 2, 3, 2.
Oh, I remember that one.
See, and have that second hit to mid now. The whole thing you biff.
Yeah, that's interesting. It says that the last one's a high, but it's
Yeah,
still
so
hitting when
it's
he
high,
does
mid, high now.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
So he's got some
There
sort
or
of
something,
pressure.
but he has at least something that he can block.
I always thought it'd be neat if that linked. A nice overhead low.
I don't know him super well.
Yeah,
All these characters, I fail.
And then there was I keep doing that by accident. I just want to charge my trait. Why is it? So it looks like the trait charges slower the higher up it gets. Has it always been like that, or?
I don't know, but I know that it makes projectile faster.
Right.
So if you can just sit at 3 or whatever and go crazy with some pretty decent zoning.
It makes it faster when I have level 3?
Your projectiles shoot faster, yeah. So just pellet me with projectiles normally, and then
Oh, okay, hold on.
charge your trait and see how. Okay. Jesus, that's way fast.
Holy
Meter
crap.
burn. Spend a bar. That is awesome.
Wow, man.
That's brutal. That makes me want to play him. I
Is
think
that new, or did that...
it's always gone faster. I don't know if it had any buffs or anything like that.
Alright, well, let's...
Again, he kind of disappeared after his last kind of like nerf, and nobody I play with plays him. I don't really know.
Does it get faster the more trait that I have? Or is it just from like 0 to 60 all at once?
No, I think it's faster the more trait you have. It might scale with levels, or I don't know if it goes equal.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to affect that as much. Oh, rolled right into it.
I know. An awesome Deadshot. Look at my sweet combo. Yeah.
Oh, you got them Dark Dink combos.
I know.
Yeah,
Whoa.
That's cool.
300 damage. I don't
Meterless?
even.
Guess you're a Deadshot, man.
I know.
Boom.
I may as well be. I may as well try him.
So
I don't
that's
know.
really interesting.
Right.
And then there was... Who were the last two that they were... Was it Black Manta, Dr. Fate? Were the other
Black
two?
Manta, Fate, Bane. I don't think anybody. I haven't. Oh, Grodd got some plus frames back, I guess. Stampede can't. So I can't do Stampede can't.
Yeah, there's no point in trying to show that off.
Right, but I've heard a lot of chatter about that. I heard that Raiden's 4-3 on block doesn't reach back as far, but I don't play Raiden. Like, I don't know him in that level of detail to be able to tell
Okay, well,
visually.
let me have a look, because I do play Raiden. I'm a what's the word? Masochist or
Masochist.
That's
Yes.
the one.
Fighters approaching
A badge is-
Portless City.
Not an
I
evangelist.
like that robe.
It's cool. I like the God shader on him. I think it's suiting.
Thought you said soothing. It's
Soothing?
like, well, dude, whatever floats your boat.
I guess I have to go to the corner.
I guess I
here.
should block it.
Superman.
Oh yeah.
What?
What? Oh, I backdashed it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It still has
nope.
quite a bit of pushback. Like.
What about mid screen? Was it a problem mid screen too, or only corner? Like that, some of that Sub-Zero nonsense. Oh,
He's
that
so
was
stubby, you can't like walk back at all. Yeah, it's still kind of a problem mid-screen. I don't know. That wasn't the like I've been saying this for like months. Is that wasn't the change he needed? Like he needs something in the neutral. Like he's just struggles so hard in that.
It's like teleport, right?
Yeah,
Like
pretty much. It's like teleport.
baiting.
And that's it.
So Patient Impulse, who is, I would say, a very proficient Raiden player, and I talked to him about the matchup and stuff, and was saying that's basically it. He's got a lot of cool mix, I think, with teleport, like meter burn canceling it. So he's got that 1-1-2 back 3.
Yeah, there's a way that you can.
So-
I've never been able to do it, but like you can do the teleport in between the 4-3 hits.
I think you have to. Oh, really?
Yeah. Like,
Do you have to have trade on?
Let's see. Maybe that's it, because that was really easy. But yeah, and then you can.
I hate the timing. The way you have to buff that trait, or you can't buffer the teleport. I guess you have to.
Yeah, you have to enter.
Like really wait.
Really hard. But I mean that's a decent mix because then you go to the other side and then you go with the low, right?
Well, you can do the 1-1-2 back 3, right? Or if you've got trade on, you can do a 1-1-2 meter burn, teleport in place, or teleport in place, and they're walking now, expecting to cross up over it. See, I just walked right into it while I was waiting for the.
Yeah, the bounce. Damage. 2 bars though, 492. But
Man, if this was plus, how many Dr. Fate books would there be in the world? They already treat it like it's plus. If that actually was.
I honestly didn't think that Dr. Fate needed a nerf. I mean, especially like the ball maybe, because that's a little obnoxious for some characters.
Well, that's what it is, and it's like hard for characters like the Flash. You know, things like that. It's only a second. It went from 6 seconds to 5 seconds.
Oh, I thought it went.
So,
I heard it went from 10 seconds to 5 seconds.
That's because you read Noodles, and that's what he said.
Oh.
So I was misinforming people for like 2 hours until Theo said something about it. I was like, God damn it.
Thanks, Noodles.
Yeah, thanks, Noodle. No, we love you.
We love Noodles. It figuratively and in this sense. And then apparently the damage on his projectiles is also...
oh, yeah, that went down. I don't know what it used to be.
That's quite a bit. I thought it was like 81 before. I mean,
was it?
I could be wrong. I just played a Dr. Fate a couple nights
88
ago.
trait. Did they give trait the old damage and then just nerf the untraded damage?
That might have been what they did. Yeah. Because I remember, like, even with my shield on, I was, like, barely able to win a trade against his regular projectiles with Firestorm.
Oh, okay.
So... I can't remember the exact amount. I'm sure I have a ranked match of me playing a Dr. Fate somewhere. But everyone was saying he was top 5, and I didn't really ever think he was top 5. He didn't feel that strong to me, but I guess I don't play characters like the Flash or something like that, playing Firestorm, you know. Everything just feels...
I think that he's a very strong zoner. Like, arguably the best zoner in the game, probably is, and that, you know, that's thanks to Deadshot nerf. So, that's a really good example about how you passively buff a character by not touching it at all, by nerfing. So, one less bad matchup for I don't know, what else you consequence that? Because Dr. Fate exploded. And a lot of people picked them up. So, like Theo, we saw Theo pick him up when Supergirl down 1 got nerfed, like that last patch, right?
Yeah.
Is that the line?
They didn't do much to Supergirl, did they? They made her lasers +8, or her up lasers +8 again.
Someone was saying it used to be that. See, I don't even know. This is why we need patch.
Yeah, I know. I'm annoyed that they even said they'd have patch notes out later today, and they never put them out.
Yeah.
And I doubt that anyone's at NRS right now working diligently to put them out at freaking 9 o'clock at night.
No, so Tyler Lansdowne our post saying that it's going to be tomorrow. Yeah. So it won't be tonight. Don't wait up.
It was a big patch, though, so there's got to be a lot of stuff they changed that we haven't even found yet.
I know.
I'm assuming
it's going to be crazy.
I'm assuming
kind of excited.
Stage stuff or some gameplay stuff, because like usually with like the patches, it doesn't take me long at all to download it on the PlayStation. But today it took a hot minute, so I was kind of excited for it.
See what happens. I'm excited to know all the details and stuff. What's going on?
Other than that, I mean, Mason was saying that Brainiac wasn't touched that he knows of. Black Manta's backdash got nerfed.
I heard that. So I think Jackal was talking about how he doesn't expect it to like really affect his matchups or anything like that. Like it's obviously nerf, but it's not like game changing for him. I heard the hitbox on his jump 3 also is a little bit different. Maybe not so bombastic, but I don't know that for.
Yeah, that might affect some of his combos because he's got some combos where like that jump 3 just kind of barely hits.
It might make some of the jump 1 easier. I mean, there could have been something to compensate for that, but it is such a strong tool. Like his jump in 3, like he's got you cornered or something.
It's ridiculous.
It's so deceivingly large. Like the hitbox is so weird.
Yeah, I agree. And Manta's another one everyone was saying was top 5, but he's definitely got like one of the best neutral games because of that forward 2-1-3 or whatever. That's just like easy button. Let me.
He has some good counter zoning tools, I think. For like a matchup like Starfire, I think Manta's a great pick. You're than him and struggling in the Starfire matchup or whatever.
Yeah,
because she can't be silly with the Stardust matchup. Teleport punish.
That's a good point. And he's also got the trait to kind of fly over some stuff if he's having problems like.
Right, and so she's got her back 2 and her down 2 for anti-airs. And when he's up in your face doing that kind of trait floaty bullshit, like you're going to be eating jump 2s before your back 2 comes out or down 2 comes out, or so it's kind of a, you know, boohoo Starfire. I mean, I believe that characters like that deserve, you know, to have bad matchups, just like Captain Cold used to be for Catwoman. I hope that definitely is a bad matchup for her again. I feel like she needs that in her life.
She needs that in her life, absolutely.
Yeah. I feel like that's part of the balance, you know? It's not just characters up, but some of these characters that are... I mean, she was definitely throttled back a lot in the last patch, but... I don't even have to talk about that, which bums me out. That's who I wanted to play at release. That's who I did play when the game first came out.
Starfire?
I can't no, Catwoman.
Oh, Catwoman. Okay.
And I can't even look at her. Like, she just makes me mad.
All those games with Dr. Rex.
Oh my god.
Soul.
Dr. Rex. Guarded me for life.
Run a PhD in pressure.
I know, PhD in staggers.
Yeah,
god.
He's good at that too.
The mind games reads.
Well, I don't think there's anything else to show like patch-wise, so let's
besides that crappy backdash.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Anyone can kind of go into practice mode and just mess around with that, so.
Right. I mean, I'm sure people have tried to use their forward advancing mid. It's like, so he does a forward 1, 2, 3 on block, and they're expecting a backdash, and they use their forward advancing mid, and he's out of range of a lot of them.
Yeah.
So that's probably not the case.
True. It'll be interesting to see the changes and how they affect IPS. I think that if they were trying to nerf Firestorm, they didn't really do it in the best way. But they definitely reward you now for being more on it with your execution and stuff. So
I'm excited to see what's kind of happening. So like when pools are going on, we're going to see a lot of the the people we know already. When things get into like the top 32, the top 16 and stuff, I'm really interested to see how the characters kind of what the you always tend to see similar characters at least in every top 8 or every top 16 or whatever, and we didn't see a lot of Starfire around. A lot in War of the Gods, but not in IPS.
That's
like
true.
even legal. Black Manta, same thing.
I think we saw Fox use Black Manta for one tournament.
Oh, did we?
I think so, because he used Black Manta and then he used the Turtles and then he used Firestorm, and he's like, I won 3 tournaments.
Oh, so
for
not
3 different
IPS.
characters. No, not IPS. No, you're right. This was post IPS.
Right. Yeah, there was a lot of Manta that, like Gur was, a bunch of others.
Yeah, I forgot Gur played Manta for a bit. It was all in the Adam train. I wonder if they changed Adam at all. I didn't see or hear anything about that.
The last thing I heard him say, commenting on somebody else's stuff, is that he couldn't tell.